Welcome, friends. Welcome to today's Reconsider It live stream. Best live stream you're gonna see all day. Here in this Reconsider It live stream, you are getting a very nice tinkering with knobs variety. We're going to be hanging out for about an hour here. I'm going to be messing around with some sound effects. I'm making a new palette of sound effects here. My regulars know what it is. If you are new to the Reconsider It live streams, welcome. You made the right decision joining us. Right now we are in a warm-up phase. We're in a warm-up phase, just chilling out for a moment here. Warming up, chilling out and warming up. To a beat that I made before the stream began. And it's only partially made. That's what the stream is about right now. I'm going to build a new palette. I'm going to evolve these sounds. Build new sounds. Do some panning. It's going to be a really good time. But first, my friends, here in this warm-up phase, there is one thing for you. One thing for you to do. One action item for you, my friends. This is to make sure that you are best set up for success. How can you possibly take an action right now in order to set yourself up for success best? Grab your drink. We are going to have a very nice warm-up cheers. This is going to be so good. My regulars know what it is. Speaking of my regulars, Viral Beats is in the place. Friends, whatever you have to drink, you might have water like I do. I got some water right now. You might have something else. You might have some kind of soft drink, whatever that means. You might have some kind of juice, an alcoholic beverage. Whatever it is, just make sure it's okay and your body can process it. And then you will still be healthy or more healthy upon processing it. Grab your drink, whatever it is, my friends. We are going to do a warm-up cheers. My regulars know that I'm going to count up to 3. And then we're all going to clink together. Man, it's going to be so good. You are going to feel so connected with everyone else. You are going to know that we want you here. And you belong. That's why some people call this the anti-loneliness stream. Grab a drink, my friends. We're doing it because one. Whoa, that was really fast. But that's how the cheers come at you sometimes. And then you got 2. Oh, it's really good. Friends, we're going to do it right now on 3. Clink. Cheers, my friends. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I like that. I like that. Please like this video. Please subscribe. To our friends who are joining us after the stream and who are also doing the Cheers moments with us, because the Cheers are so great. They transcend space and time. To our friends who are watching on replay after the stream, please leave a comment. All right, let's get into this, my friends. As I said, we got about an hour. Little less than an hour. So as I say, we're doing a tinkering with knobs, which means adjusting the sound effects, changing the way all this sounds. I'm building a new sound palette right now. I copy down from a source sound palette so that I inherit a bunch of technical settings and things. But now I'm changing the way things sound. And this is the bass, starting with the bass. For my 505 people who want the 505 details, looper, technical details, what's the bass made out of? It's made out of guitar to bass, which is what all my basses are made out of, at least so far. Maybe I should expand beyond that. Guitar to bass fed into electric, which is the tuner, then fed into a sustainer, which I find is pretty safe when it comes to using it on the bass. It's still just kind of a raw tone, but it's a more consistent tone. And then anyway, all that is passed finally into a tape echo. Tape echo 2, to be precise, because there are multiple. Then there's that other sound, which I didn't talk about yet. So yeah, this bass, I think I'm pretty happy with it. The tape echo was the new part. There's nothing special about the tape echo necessarily as I look through it, just ordinary settings. So the tape echo being the new part, and I'm being pretty happy with it. Yep. Happy with the bass. We can talk about whether I made the dopest bass line ever. But just as an instrument, the bass I think has sounded pretty nice. So now there's this other layer. This I kind of hastily slapped together before the stream. It's got some okay, you know, it's a little vanilla I think right now. But it's okay in being vanilla. Sometimes that's good for this where I double a layer flanking the bass. This is the same instrument, just I but like I quote unquote sing up differently. Lower register versus a higher register. This one is falsetto. That's a falsetto. I don't know what you call this. It's closer to my normal speaking voice. So what's this one made of for the 505 people? It's made out of a synth. Synth passed into electric, which is again the tuner. Then passed into an octave. And they're octaving one octave lower. Which, I mean, I presume to mean it's just doubling up one octave lower. That's what it sounds like. I think this is okay. I might want to come back if we have extra time before my upcoming obligation that I'm just quickly cramming in a stream right now. I might do more later today. Or maybe not. If we have time, I might come back to this instrument. Because it could use some more interesting interestingness if I'm building a new palette. Like, let me shoot for the stars a little bit. But then again, this layer is meant to be the more like background layer, more backgroundy layer. So I don't know. As I build up the other two layers on the far left and right panning, let's see. I'll come back to revisiting this other one and see what I think of it at that time. In the meanwhile, let's go on to the next instrument, whatever that will be. Right now, I've got a synth, another synth going into a low-pass filter, which is everyone's favorite. My man Cornish is in place. Yes, very good. So we got the synth going into the low-pass filter. That's going into a slicer, a step slicer. That's the only slicer I use. Maybe I'll try the other one. I don't really want to. I like this one. Anyway, then the electric at the end, which is the tuner. Now I'm going to have to change this up a lot because this is what I just got inherited from the source instrument or the source palette. So I'm going to totally redo this. Do I want to keep another synth? I'm going to go off talking, and I'm going to go onto just the instrument and play around with it a little bit, try to do whatever. This layer that I'm going to make right now is meant to be like not just a background layer like this one is supposed to be, not drawing attention to itself, even though this one kind of does a bit. The next layer I'm going to build is like a little more foreground, but not necessarily a lead. So let's see. Again, going to go off talking. Let's do it. some interestingness. I think I need to change it though, because it has this crackling that I was not intending it to have. And I find it more distracting than it's worth. It's interesting, but I don't want it in a standard palette. I might just randomly do improv with. So I think I'm gonna mess with it some more. But what I've built it out of so far is a synth once again. Maybe I should change that. Fed into a flanger. I don't know how to pronounce that. I've only seen it written. I've heard people say flanger though. Now that I say that out loud, in my head I've always said flanger or flange. Earlier today I was like, oh, I gotta use one of those. I don't remember the last time I used one of those. I also don't remember the last time I've had this kind of crackling. So I think it might be that. I'm going to try taking that off and see what happens. Not the flanger. It was the vibrato. That's another one I don't know how to say. I see on the Twitch side, Zabdi is in the place. Welcome, Zabdi. You made it. This is a very good decision. Viral also back into place over on the YouTube side. Also a really good decision, which I admire. I hope it's okay if I tell you that I admire you for your good decision making and behavioral follow through. Now, in terms of my behavioral follow through, I went back. It was not the flanger, but it was the vibrato, as I say. So I'm going to keep evolving this instrument. I'll take the vibrato off, see what else I can put in there. Let's see. man Damo was in the place. Welcome, Damo. Gone man in the house. Very nice. Welcome. Welcome. So, this new instrument that I was just building up, it is a synth still, but I uncovered that there was a setting in the synth, the frequency, that was too high, and that was actually the source of the crackling, because it otherwise was still found in every other enhancing filter I put on it. In any case, it's still a synth, but lower frequency is what I did. I brought the flange back in. It's got that nice element to it, if you can notice that. I like that I kept it somewhat subtle. I stretched it over 4 measures, which is really nice. Fed that into a tape echo, which I also like. And then, of course, into the electric at the end, which is the tuner. Yeah. I think this instrument is okay. I want to re-record these, which I'm gonna if I decide the palette's fine, so I'm gonna redo a beat. But this new beat, or new, I guess, instrument, I think that's okay. As I say during these Tinkering with Knob streams, if I can get to a version 1.0, that's good. That's good. And I think that is at a version 1.0. So there's one more instrument to build. From the source instrument, or the source palette rather, I have a distortion, which I was thinking about putting as this final layer anyway. So I might keep that actually. And that's fed into the electric, which is the tuner. Then a tape echo. And then a granular delay. So I'm going to get rid of the tape echo and the granular delay. But I think I'm going to keep the distortion. Because as I say, I was thinking about doing that anyway. I wanted this one to have a little bit more prominence, because that's what this final layer is meant to be. So I'm going to get rid of those two. And I'm just going to go off talking mic, and I'm going to go into instrument mic. I'm going to play around with the distortion a bit, see what, get a good bass there, and then add 2 more filters, or I don't know, genres here. If you know what I mean when I use the word Johns, let me know in the chat. Like if I point at this thing, I'm like, this John over here. If you know what I'm talking about when I say that, let me know in the chat. Anyway, I'm going to add 2 more Johns over here on top of this distortion and the electric tuner. little over eager there because I only put one more layer of effect on this. So I'm going to erase that. It was also a little loud, so I got to work on that a little. But I still got to add one more layer. That was a tremolo, by the way, or tremolo, whatever it is. So it's a distortion. I changed it from a vocal to a boost for 505 people who want the details. I also lowered the dry level quite a fair amount on that because it does boost a lot. So I got to work on that a little while still preserving the effect. And then add something beyond the tremolo. So it turned out I accidentally deleted the wrong layer, which is fun. But I added them both back real quick. And this is the new one I was building over here. I like it. I like it. It has like an enchanting quality. So it's got that distortion, as I was saying from earlier, with the boost on it for the 505 details. Distortion into the electric, into a tremolo. I think I set this to like a dotted eighth note or something. Yeah, dotted eighth note. And then fed into a reverse delay, which I also matched as a dotted eighth note. So the tremolo and the reverse delay match their frequency. Yeah, it's good. This other one being the co-lead, kind of. This is a bit muddy because these have an octave, what do you call it? I don't know, octave duplicator. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to re-record these and as I said at the very, very beginning of the stream, I might come back to that layer. I think now's the time. If that's improved just by removing the octave, we're in good shape. So let's see. I'm going to go back to music mic, not talking mic. I think this is a definite improvement. And maybe this is like not a version 1.0, but a 1.1. Because still, I think it used some more improvement. But it's, you know, I took the octave out and replaced it with a chorus. And I didn't dial it all the way up. I took a lot of the high cut and the low cut down. So I'm alright with that. Which means, my friends, if all of the instruments are done being built, it is time for panning. Let's do some panning, my friends. From the previous palette that I inherited this from, when I copied this, the kick was 2% to the left. The clap is 8% to the right. I'm going to bring the kick to the center. I'm going to take this clap snare thing. I moved it 16 to the left. I'm sorry, to the right. 16% to the right. So we got center kick, clap is 16 to the right. Exhale and the hi-hat things. Shakers, hi-hat shaker things. I'm going to bring in the clap snare thing to see how it fits with those. Okay, the breath I think is in close to a good spot actually. It's at 22% to the left. The hi-hat shaker things. I want those on the left. They're currently 38% to the right. Yeah, there we go. I brought the hi-hat shaker things to the left. This is the headphones experience, by the way. The headphones enhanced portion of the program. These hi-hat shaker things, I'm bringing them closer to center. Exhale is 22 to the left. I just moved it to 28% to the left. The exhale. The hi-hat shaker things are 10% to the left. I just moved them down to 8%. I'm going to keep them there. Bass is always in the center, and it is. So we're in good shape there. So now I'm going to bring in the 2 layers that flank either side of the bass. The one to the right is 24% to the right, and we also have, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 24% to the right and 38% to the left. I'm gonna kind of do the opposite with them. I'm gonna bring the left in, I'm gonna move the right out. Oh, yes. Yeah. All right. We got 24% to the left, which was brought in a considerable amount. And we got 36% to the right. I'm looking at the drums in there too. All right. And then we got the far left and right layers. We have to the right, we have 48%, I'm sorry, 58%. To the left we have 70%. Pretty close to what sounds good. Let me like tweak little bits left and right. I think it's pretty good already. And for reference, again, it's these 2 layers to the left and right. This one is to the left. This one is to the right. Man, that one's good. I like that one. Yeah, I landed not too far. The left one is now 56% to the left. The right one is 34% to the right. I also moved this particular one in a little bit. It is now 28%. I forget what it was before. 30, 32, I forget. 34 maybe. Panning is in good shape. I'm keeping an eye on the clock. I have an obligation coming up. I had to jump on the stream. I'm having a very good day. A great weight has been lifted from upon me. I might stream a little later today. We'll see how it goes. But right now, we're going to wrap things up, my friends. We got some output effects. If everything is sounding good through the output effects, I'm going to save everything. We're going to do a very exciting celebratory cheers. And then I'm going to rebuild the beat real quick to make sure I'm still happy with the new palette I've just built. So let's start with some output effects on the drums, my friends. There's nothing to configure for that one. That's good. My low pass filter. Does it have the things I like? Yes, it does. Sounds good on the drums here. Then I had a delay. I inherited a delay from the source palette that I copied from. I like the delay, but I kind of want to change it just for the sake of changing it. Because the whole point of building a new palette is to build a new palette. So even though this does sound kind of good, I'm going to change it. That was a roll, not on the drums. Ooh, granular delay. Take the feedback down a bit. Oh, that's not bad actually, as a possibility, as a version 1.0. Version 1.0. I'll explore it. I'll see. I'll let this palette come up and improv a bit and see what I think of that effect. Output upstairs. That sounds good. Beat repeat. There's nothing to configure here. Low pass filter. Not my exact settings, but still sounding pretty good. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that actually sounds good. I'm gonna keep it. All right. Then we have a reverb. Standard reverb. I think I'll change that for the sake of changing it. I would like to keep some kind of a reverse reverb. Or a gate reverb. Maybe. Version 1.0. Let's see what I think of it. I'm ready to be experimental with this palette. I think that's a good move. Both the drums and this top palette, I'm doing something unusual for the reverb slot. I'm with it. That's good. That's cool. Yeah. This has it's a little loud, but that's why I have a dial. So I'm okay with that. But it has a nice flavor that I'll see what I think of it. Finally, it's tremolo. I'm gonna change that to match the dotted 8th note. There it is. Actually, no. Let me go a little faster on that. Dotted 16th note. Yeah. Take the depth down a bit. Turn on the bass. Let's see. Pretty nice. Ooh, yes. Yeah. My new sound effects that I don't usually use in these places. Yeah, I think they got some flavor. This is a good version 1.0. I'm gonna have to keep going on the drums here. But man, that's... Yeah. The tremolo is just killing it up here. That gate reverb is also good. Unit E has joined us as well. Yes! That's very good. Why is it so good? Here's the reason. Because I think I've gone through all the settings. We've got the instruments. We've done the panning. We've gone through the output effects. So here's the plan, my friends. At this time, I'm going to promptly destroy and delete everything. Oh no, you just spent an hour on that. Yeah, you're right. So I just destroyed and deleted everything. Let me save real quick. Saving. Saving is complete. Now that saving is complete, my friends, the time has come for me to quickly build a new beat on the new palette and see what I think of it. I'm still happy with it. I'm going to build a beat real quick, see where we go with that. And then that'll be it. We'll do a celebratory cheers. It's going to be real good. Let's get into it, my friends. Let me do a quick beat. friends. I am pretty happy with that beat. With this palette. I think that came out pretty nice. You know what that means, my friends? That means the time has come to celebrate. There's only one way you can celebrate, my friends. You gotta grab a drink. We're gonna do our celebratory champion cheers moment at this time. Grab a drink, my friends. I'm gonna grab my water. Whatever you have. Something potable, whatever it is. And we're gonna do a very nice count up to 3, and I'm gonna clink the camera, and you are gonna clink along with all the rest of us as we clink together. Man, what a good unifying experience this is. We want you here. 1, 2. That's really good, my friends, because you know what's gonna happen right now. You are just gonna feel so good together with us on 3. Clink. Cheers, my friends. Man, that's good. That is just so good. And that is, in fact, the most wonderful celebratory cheers. Thank you for being here, my friends. This is a very good experience. I love doing this with you. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment to our friends who are watching after the stream. To my people in the year 4802. How's the weather? Please leave a comment below. Please share this video with a friend who'd like this. I see Al True is in the place. Yeah, welcome. As I said, my friends, at this time, we are closing out the stream. We are closing out the stream. We have had a successful tinkering with knobs. Knobs have been tinkered with. Knobs done been tankered. And so at this time, we're going to be closing out the stream. I might do some more streaming later tonight. And of course, tomorrow is Loops and Chill. Man, a lot of good stuff's going on. We'll see, though. We're going to see how it goes. In any case, my friends, thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for being here with all the rest of us. We want you here. It's so good you're here. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you in the next Reconsider It live stream. My regulars know that we do these tinkering with knob streams really unpredictably and sporadically. But then we got Loops and Chill every Wednesday and Saturday, where we do an hour of beats, not just an hour of playing around with sound effects, but just make one beat after another. Loops and Chill Wednesdays and Saturdays. Join us. Until then, my friends, please, 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 please have a very good rest of your day today. Please have the best possible rest of the day today that is available to you at this time. Please maximize your available opportunities today. Please have a very healing rest of your day today. Please have a very inspiring rest of your day today. Please have a successful and closure-inducing rest of your day today. And I will see you in the next Reconsider It live stream.